breaking news at this hour coming out of the Supreme Court. The U.S. Supreme Court has handed President Trump a victory, letting him and his administration use the 1798 law that historically has been employed only in wartime to swiftly deport alleged Venezuelan gang members as part of the Republican president's hardline approach to immigration, granting that administration request to lift the Washington-based U.S. judge James Boasberg's March 15th order that had temporarily blocked the summary deportations under the Alien Enemies Act while litigation in the case continues. So the Supreme Court has weighed in.
Trump won, and we couldn't do nothing about it, and that's it.
Incredible movement. This was a movement like nobody's ever seen before. And frankly, this was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country, and maybe beyond.
The mandate is one of the national
that's expressly in the Constitution to Congress to the private
light of America's promise.
I'm sorry.
This country is doomed.
Was a huge, a monumental victory for President Trump. The biggest legal win of this administration so far. A total embarrassment for crazy Judge Boasberg, who's been trying to force this president to bring foreign alien terrorists back onto American soil, trying to turn our planes around, trying to empty prisons in foreign countries and bring them back to our soil. This is a monumental, colossal victory for the rule of law, for the Constitution, for our founding generation, John Adams, who signed this law into effect in 1798, and for President Trump in fulfilling his mandate and campaign pledge. What does this mean for you and your family watching at home tonight? It means that the Department of Justice, FBI, DEA, ATF, the U.S. Marshals Service, Customs and Border Protection, Border Patrol, and Immigrations and Customs Enforcement now have maximum authority to find and remove illegal alien gang members from Venezuela that have been responsible for so much misery in this country, for the torture and murder of Jocelyn Nungary, for the brutal slaying of Laken Riley. Those monsters can now be hunted down and expelled from this country with speed, force, and efficiency. This is a great day for America.
Grand Rising and Grand Rising, everybody. This is Dice Game G coming back here on the Vicious News, and we talking about today these judges. Like I said, Donald Trump is really taking a massive blowback. Like I said, all these rallies that's going on around, going against him. Hands off. Hands off, don't you? You know what I'm saying? Hands off, going around and having protests and you know who funds hands off. And like I said, this is epic time to be alive, everybody. Like I said, these rallies, they hosted by the ACLUs. They the ones who funding hands off. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, it's a lot of stuff that's going on, and people are trying to attack Trump. And like I said, Trump, you know, saying he's hoping these tariffs come in. These tariffs, you know, supposed to be bringing $600 billion a year. You know what I mean? This is the plan, Donald Trump plan. And, you know, and these judges is not, you know, they putting out lawsuits. I mean, Trump got like 170 lawsuits from 100. I mean, coming in on him from 140 judges. I mean, like I talked about, when these sons of bitches getting arrested, because all this stuff is unconstitutional. They don't have the right to, you know, just question anything that the president is doing, especially, you know what I'm saying, when he's deporting, you know, all these illegal migrants. You know what I'm saying? They don't have nothing to do with the judges. But I'm saying, you see all this corruption that's been going on. You know what I mean? Trump, he should have come out. He need to come out swinging and start arresting these folks. Because when you start arresting these folks, then they gonna really, you know what I'm saying, get the scattering. They gonna start hushing up, and these people gonna start disappearing. I'm just saying, Trump, you can't be playing with them. I mean, one thing you doing, yeah, you're forcing, you know, trying to bring the money in now, but you need to start, you know what I'm saying, arresting these folks while you going. Cause all these folks ain't nothing but demons. They ain't nothing but demons. Like I said, we've been putting this message out for a long time. You know what I mean? And you already know what's going on in the Middle East. You know what I'm saying? The Middle East, Europe. You know what I'm saying? It want war with Russia. Like I said, they still want war over there. You know what I mean? They want this, and it's all a stage show, everybody. It's all a stage show. You know what I mean? I'm just calling out what you seeing, what they, you know, they throwing out here in the mainstream. But really deep down, you know what I mean, all this shit is corrupt. The whole industry, the whole shit is all corrupt. The system is corrupt. Like I said, we gonna watch and get our popcorn and watch the showdown. You know what I mean? Because it's just getting good. It's really getting good. But like I said, Trump need to do what God asked him to do. You know what I mean? The Most High asked him to do, go on and clean house. Like I said, that's all the blowback is going on right now, because Trump is stalling. Like we was telling, like my brother Dickie was saying, he need to go on and cancel this stage show, and that's what he need to do. If not, you seeing all these people coming for him. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, you see everybody trying to, you know, battle him back, knowing they don't even have the, you know what I'm saying, the rights to do it. He can lock all these sons of bitches up. But while he's procrastinating, like I said, it's something going down. I'm just saying it. Now for the ones who, you know what I'm saying, on the Trump train and stuff, you know what I'm saying, look, like I said, I've been on the Trump train since day one he came in. But it's time not to be playing with these demons. That's all it is. It's not time. It's no time for this. So now we seeing all this shit. We seeing all this shit really boil down and break down and stuff. You know what I mean? So I just hope he get real and start locking these clones up, because we can't keep going through this. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Because they are staging things left and right, false flags. You know what I'm saying? These rallies, they trying to get us out there and rioting and stuff like that. But like I said, we ain't getting out there, because we know it's a setup. So we not buying this stuff no more. So all these Nazis out running around here, yeah, you know, I don't want to be saying that, but I'm telling you, all this stuff is going back to the Europeans, and you know what I mean, they want war. You know what I mean? So we got illegal fucking immigrants on our fucking on our land trying to operate. You know what I mean? So I hope everybody hear this. You know what I mean? So another thing too, I'm signing out here on the Vicious News. I'm telling you, Lucifer Trust. It's all going through Lucifer Trust. You know what I'm saying? All this wealth is money, you know what I'm saying? They've been spreading out here, you know what I mean? And all these demons is collecting and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And taking it from the American people, taking it from us. I'm just saying, we going in that crucial time. You know what I'm saying? All this shit is being revealed right in front of your face. I'm Dice Game G here on the Vicious News. Make sure you like and share this long and wide. What y'all think Donald Trump should be doing right now? He should be arresting these people, arresting these judges, because they really showing off right now. You know what I mean? So I'm signing out here on Vicious News because we raw, real, and unedited. I love y'all and I'm out.